But the reality of the matter is, it's like when you are somebody who's hitting on Taylor Swift, for instance, like Taylor Swift has dated people who are not like as famous as her multiple times. Like
you could make the argument that she almost exclusively dated people that are not as famous as her.
Yeah, so it's like, and like the idea of it is, it's like, it's not that I'm like defending that or talking about like, oh, like this girl doesn't have substance because she's like just whatever she is, or she's not as famous or whatever. Like, dude, like you can look however you want to look. The reality of the matter though, for me, is if he was like, I like this girl, right? And she has all of this to her, but still goes out of his way to shoot his shot. I don't understand where people are having to put two girls against each other, or Taylor Swift against any of his exes based off of either her money or based off of her looks or based off of each other's, like how they compare to one another.
Okay, then we're saying the same thing.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like if Travis Kelce was like, yo, I find it like, let's say, right, I don't know anything about them, obviously. Let's say he's dated people, right? And in his mind, he's like, I just feel like we haven't worked out because and this goes back to the most basic rudimentary thing that you can imagine on relationships. I feel like they don't have as much motivation as me to get to where they want to be, right? And so I don't like that. Doesn't matter who the fuck the bitch is, right? But if, let's say, Travis Kelce saw her, obviously known of Taylor Swift, and he's like, I find that really attractive of her. You know, to still, despite all of the rumors, despite all of the things that she's had or whatever, like I find it very attractive of her to keep doing what she's doing and to garner as much success as she has. I, as somebody who feels like whoever the fuck I am, right, based off of whatever shadows I've had to overcome, I find it very attractive of her, and I want to pursue this woman. Pursue the woman, right? And he did his due, and now he is garnering a maybe, I don't know, a relationship, but he's definitely garnering some sort of connection with her to the point where she's just as interested in him. And it's like, at this point, we're not even talking about whether or not she looks better than his exes, whether or not she's got more money than his exes. It's simply, it's the most rudimentary thing. Like, are you more compatible to me than other people might have been in the past, right?
And they might not.
And they might not be.
And they might not be compatible. But that's why I've been so annoyed with this national conversation.
I do think it's kind of I hadn't heard this. I've been on the everybody fangirling over T Swift and right. him. I didn't even know that people were complaining or like
I'm more
bringing this race card in there, which I think is stupid. Like, I think it's really dumb. It's just somebody liking another person.
Right. I'm more plugged into Black Twitter, so a lot of these things have been saying, and my biggest pushback is essentially what I was saying earlier. Whenever you say it's the biggest fumble of all time for him to move on to T Swizzy as opposed to whoever, right? You're prioritizing looks over substance, and then whenever the retort is, oh, well, it's Taylor Swift, yeah, she's worth $700 million, or hey, it's Taylor Swift, she's more popular than him, or whatever. What your counter argument is prioritizing popularity over substance. Mm-hmm. And my argument is, okay, what if he started a relationship with a woman, found that they didn't work, were incompatible, mm-hmm, was around this woman, found her attractive, decided to pursue it, and what he's actually, like, the behind the scenes things is, what if he found the substance of his ex valuable, and then it didn't work out, and then what if he's finding the substance of Taylor Swift valuable and he wants to explore that? Like, substance over everything. And this is part of the reason why on a national dialogue, I don't like getting involved in people's relationships, because it boils down to this thing. Either you're looking at a woman for looks, and not substance, or you're looking at popularity and not substance. And I'm like, no, look at the substance. I don't know the man. I don't know what he values or whether he's superficial or not. But my guess is that there was something about his exes that he liked. And my guess is that there's something about Taylor that he likes. So whether those two things are, whether he likes the same type of thing in both of them and they both share that quality is irrelevant. Why are we putting these, why are we making this conversation about, oh, I can't believe he's
Yeah.
He's like
my thing
resulting to like not dating black women
my thing is
anymore.
like where does the race card come into this? Like I don't understand where, like, if he has a preference to something, right? Okay, he's got a preference to something, or if he likes girl, if his preference is I like beautiful women, you can't tell me that you wouldn't that Taylor's face isn't pretty. Like, you can't tell me what he may or may not find beautiful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so at that point, it's like, if he's dated who he's dated, and if they've all been black, okay. And the fact that he's dating a white girl now, what is that? Where?
It just means he got range.
It just means he got range.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, hey, King, do what you got to do, because
do what you want. Do whatever you want. Like at the end of the day, like, so what? Like, it's like, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that she's.
As a guy, I'm gonna tell you what I see as a guy.
What'd you see?
Because I see a lot of the girls' opinions out there in the Twitter sphere. As a guy, all I see is my man's. Hey, game is game.
Game is game.
Game is game. If you could date this, and then you could turn down, flip it, and reverse it.
Yeah.
And then manage to get Taylor's T Swizzy to be like, hello.
What's up? What's up with you and me?
Bro.
What's up with you and me?
So when we drinking together is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, I will say this. Is like, as I'm paying respect to Kielce for being able to bag, like, your obvious baddie.
Alejandro, look. That's magical.
Like, I say this in the sense of all utter respect to women. That's an obvious baddie. You see that and you're 100%. Like, damn, right? But
100%.
And in respect to Taylor Swift and everything, is also like, bro, like, it's Taylor Swift. Like, you know what I mean?
That man probably got a hella game.
That man got a hella game.
That's the only thing I'm seeing in this whole equation is that this man got the Riz.
Got game. He got the Rizinator. Okay, he is the Riz master.
Right now he top Riz. He top
the Riz Lord. Okay, like, there is just
the emperor, the Riz emperor, fucking Riz dictator,
the Riz for motherfucking days.
Rizzler,
okay? The Rizzler. Because
and she giddy too. Like, Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift out there, the game's like cheering. Like, girl, I didn't know you like football like that. You know the rules.
She's also from, like, where's she from?
Tennessee.
There you go.
What does that have to do with anything?
You know, well, people from Tennessee tend to be very big on, like.
People from Texas are big on football. I have no idea what the fuck they're doing out there.
You don't know how football.
I mean, I know how it works. I'm just saying, like, they'd be like, 32, holding.
Yo, bro, you know what?
On the play, 10 yards. And I'm like, what did they say? I see sign language, and all of y'all moving this way. So I thought it was cool.
Like, overall, I think the whole T Swizzy and Kielce thing, I'm living for it. I'm giddy just as much as she is giddy. I love it. I love to see it. I'm excited for her. I'm excited for the girl. I think that, you know, the word on the streets, or word on the internet, is that she was attracted to the fact that he shot his shot.
Was it a DM? That would be disappointing.
No. It was he put it on he was like talking about it on his podcast, or talking about it like in general, right, on like the interviews or whatever for
he manifested it. He said, like, yo, Taylor dope.
He talked about the fact that somebody caught wind of the fact that he was at a Taylor Swift concert when she was at Arrowhead Stadium, where he plays at for the Chiefs. That he wanted to give her, because she has this thing where, like, friendship bracelets or whatever the fuck are common, and like, so, like, everybody makes these little bracelets, and you trade them all throughout the T Swift, like, Swifties, right? So he mentioned how he was there and he didn't get to give her a bracelet with his number on it, and how he wanted to shoot his shot because he found her attractive, and so what he said, I think he even said it on Twitter, he was like something along the lines of, went to go watch Taylor Swift rock Arrowhead Stadium, I'd be open, or I'd want her to come see me do my thing at Arrowhead Stadium, right? And so he kind of, some way, somehow, he shot his shot that way, and word got to T Swifty, and she was like, okay, well, let me take you up on that offer, and let me go watch you do your thing. And that's what happened last week with her going and being like, okay, I appreciate that you openly into the world were like, Taylor Swift, I'm hitting on you. Come
pull up.
Come here, baby girl. You know what I mean?
Pull up.
And so I think,
what's up with me and you?
What's up with me and you, girl? You know what I'm saying? Like that's that. And I feel like, or her better said, there is this conversation happening about the fact that Taylor Swift was like, you are openly pursuing me in front of the media, in front of this thing, which with Taylor Swift, a lot of people have.
They go behind the scenes.
It's garnered attention that people avoid dating Taylor Swift because they don't want to become part of her songs, or they don't want to be part of whatever, right?
For real.
And that's like her big.
If you get a song in the near future that has any Native American inklings,
like,
you know what she's talking about.
Any football, whatever.
Any kind of like sports dialogue, any kind of Native American words. Like if she starts singing her spirit animal, you know what I mean? There's a problem. So you already know what happened.
So like the fact that he did it so openly and he didn't give a fuck, because he looks like the kind of guy that's like, I don't give a fuck, I like her, I'm gonna shoot my shot, right? Because that's just his personality from the looks of it. And I've garnered deep down into this rabbit hole.
He's a very confident man.
He's a very confident and
very attractive,
charismatic and witty looking man. And so
he kind of looks like a Chad, but it might just be the football essence around him.
But it gives like chaotic.
But he seems very confident.
It gives chaotic and like semi-crackhead energy, which I think.
What the fuck? That's not where I was going at all. What the fuck? That's not what I said. That's not where I was going. He doesn't look like a crackhead at all.
I didn't say he looked like a crackhead. I said crackhead energy.
What does that mean? Like he's
what do you mean? What do you mean?
Like
what do you mean?
Like he's like you never know. Like he doesn't give up, or like what? Like what are you trying to say?
I mean, like he gives very like ADHD.
That's not what crackheads are.
I feel like that is what crackheads energy
crackheads are not ADHD.
Crackhead energy gives me like, you know, you bouncing off the walls, you like, yeah. like you just give like, I don't give a fuck.
You being discriminatory towards crackheads right now?
No. How is that discriminatory?
You said you generalizing crackheads right now.
I'm saying crackheads just be, you know.
Be what?
They be not giving a fuck about who they be.
And you think Travis...
They just be. And he just don't give a fuck about who he be. He just is.
Damn. I got crackhead energy.
Yeah, you do. I would describe you as crackhead energy.
Bro, that's a wild. Okay, so...
A crackhead don't give a fuck that he's a crackhead.
He seems like a very confident, charming guy.
Like, whatever guy, yeah. So, like... That is,
and you know he's passionate, and you know he's kind of like a manly man because he plays football, and you know what I mean. Don't like the stash though. Don't like the stash.
You don't like the porn stash?
Oh hell no, bro! Get rid of that shit.
It's giving Richard.
Who?
Richard.
Friends.
Yes.
Friend. Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck
was much more attractive than.
Of course, but like it's giving Richard.
He pulled that off more. Nah, this one looks like. This looks like Midwest. Like.
But
it's not good. It's not a good look. Though. It's not a good look.
That's all right. You know,
he can shave it. He'll look good.
That's between him and Taylor Swift.
I guess so.
At this point.
What
tickles her? What doesn't tickle her?
What doesn't tickle her?
Does she like to tickle? I don't know.
Cosquillitas.